guys, welcome back. Tango here, and today I've got a fun little simple creation for you that I think would do really well as the center point of a fancy looking ceiling in the middle of a large room, perhaps. It is a spiral water fountain, and as you can see, it is going to continuously squirt out little short bursts of water in a rotating spiral fashion to give you a pretty good look there. It is beacon friendly, as you can see, so I made sure to keep that center line clear so that you can have a beacon going right through, because personally I think that adds quite a nice touch. It helps you see the depth of the water columns as they come down and as they go behind the beacon there. It looks pretty good. This thing is piston powered, and there's a clock up here obviously, so if you are concerned about noise or lag, I did go ahead and add this on-off switch here if you want, so go ahead and just wire this line up wherever you want, other side of the room, other side of anything, doesn't matter, it's totally up to you. The redstone, as you can see, is pretty compact in here. It doesn't really go above the ceiling line at all there. It kind of sits in that little decorative housing unit in there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the system back on here. I would recommend, though, making the floor at least 14 blocks away from the bottom of the fountain, because that's the distance where you won't hear the piston noise any longer, and just good way of getting rid of that little nuisance. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I think this thing would look pretty good as the center point of a large decorative room at the top of the ceiling there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let's get started with that tutorial. Okay, here we go. The first thing you want to do is pick out, obviously, the blocks you want to make this out of. I'm using quartz, but anything that has stairs will work. Now, from there, you want to locate the bottom center of the fountain and put a block of glass there if you want this thing to be beacon friendly, so that the beacon beam can go through. From there, now, go ahead and come out 2 blocks, just like this, and put stairs on either side of that second block, just like that. Regular stairs on top of those like that, and another block right there. Upside down stairs, temp block, upside down stairs, upside down stairs, upside down stairs, and go ahead and break that temp block. And now do that to all 4 sides. All right, you should be looking like this right now with a little space in between the middle here. So go ahead and add a solid block right there to kind of connect those stairs. Right there, there, and there. And then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little ceiling here, just like this, and fill it all in. It doesn't really matter. This is obviously whatever you want this to be at this point. Could be, whatever ceiling design you want will work here. So let me just fill this in right here, like so. Okay, up on top now, it is time to do the redstone. So now we got to get these pistons in here. So take some regular pistons and place them up like this. It's going to be a little bit tricky here, I know. It might be easier to actually do the pistons before you do some of these bottom things. It's up to you. But you want to get 4 regular pistons facing down like that, flush with this inner ring right here so that it looks just like that. Go ahead and grab some repeaters now and put the repeaters in these spots right here. And some redstone dust connecting them all like that. Put them all on maximum tick like this. And take some redstone torches and put them in the middles of the pistons just like that. Okay, so far pretty simple stuff. We're going to go ahead and add the on-off feature now and wrap this thing up. So go ahead and grab some solid blocks and put them on top of each of the 4 downward facing pistons. Another solid block in the middle to connect them like that. Redstone on top of all 6 of those guys, and another solid block to connect right there like that. And then bring this guy out a couple like that. This is going to be your power line here to lock the system and basically turn it off if you want to turn the noise or the lag off. Not that I don't think there's going to be an issue there. And again, this little segment here can come out any side you want. This is all symmetrical, so just adjust accordingly as you see fit. From there now, grab some dust and put it on any one of these corner blocks and add a wooden button next to it. This is going to be here to kind of prime the clock and get the system going. The only other thing we got to do now is take a water source block and add it right down on the bottom here on top of the glass that we originally added as our first block. Go ahead and hit the button and everything should start cycling around. Go ahead and check down here and you should see it sometimes takes a little bit for the timings to get going, but once it does a full revolution, the timing should be good and you should be looking at a working system that looks just like this. Now you do have a couple options here. You can kind of play with the repeater timings if you want, maybe even try a stone button or something. There's a lot of little flexibility here, and what you'll get is variable rates. You'll change the frequency and the period of the water streams that are popping down here, so feel free to play with those. Maybe you want longer streams, maybe you want shorter streams. Completely up to you. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more, let me know by hitting that like button. I really do appreciate it, and it helps me out. So I'll see you guys next time. Later.